Hi everyone, welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Welcome to another week of creativity. I've got some fun things to share with you today. Now before we get started, I'll just pull this live up on my other devices so that I can make sure I can see everybody's comments there. So bear with me and I'll just get that set up really quickly. Alrighty. Okay, so iPad is good to go and let's bring up the feed on the computer as well. There we go. All right, awesome, all good. Now let's get my clothes all adjusted. There we go. All right, how is everyone today? It's great to be here. I have had some fun over the weekend doing a bit of crafting, which has been lovely, and preparing for my upcoming class. I've got two classes this week, actually, one on Wednesday and one on Saturday. So I've been doing some preparations for that, or for those, I should say. So, yeah, so it's been a good weekend. And yesterday I had a very cruisy day. I had, so most of that happened on Saturday. And then yesterday I just had a pretty cruisy, relaxed day, which was nice. I did do a little bit of crafting yesterday, but that was more for myself, yeah, rather than for classes. So, yeah, so very nice weekend. So what did you all get up to? We also picked some veggies from the garden as well. So we've been, my hubby looks after the garden. I just harvest and eat it. He actually doesn't eat any of it he eats the oranges, but that's a winter fruit, obviously, not currently ripe. But yeah, that's about it. Everything else he grows for us. So, and we share with family and friends and neighbours and things as well when we've got an abundance that we can't eat ourselves. So, yeah. So there we go. So what about all of you? What did you get up to on the weekend? Let me know. Now, if you're watching live today, you're going to see the red live button up in the top left-hand corner. That's here on Facebook. If you don't see that red live button, then you'll be watching the replay. And if you're watching over on YouTube, then you'll definitely be watching the replay because I upload all of my videos over there once I've finished filming here on Facebook. And all of my videos do live over on YouTube. Because Facebook only holds them here now for 30 days and then they delete them. So if you're ever looking for any of my past videos, head on over to my YouTube channel. Just look up my name, Mandy Witherby, and you'll find my YouTube channel over there. And sorry, you'll find all my videos over there on my YouTube channel. If ever you're looking for any of my other social media and you can't find it, please feel free to get in contact with me and let me know and I can send you the links to go directly there. So I'm everywhere on blog and Instagram and I have a blog, I should say. I'm on Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube, yeah, all the places. So, and also too, I should remind you all that if you would like to subscribe to my newsletter, I usually send out a weekly newsletter to keep everybody up to date with all the latest Stampin' Up news. I put in there some creative inspiration as well, some tips and tricks and all different sorts of things. So be sure to check that out as well. And you can subscribe via my blog, which is mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com. You will see that when I tip the camera down onto my desk, and I will pop all of the links here in the comments as well. And over on YouTube, all of the links will be in the description, so you can find them all there. Hey Leslie, how are you? Lovely to have you here with us. How was your weekend? Let me know in the comments. So today we are going to be talking about kits. Now I don't know if you can see over here, bring my extra table in. Oh, there's something in the way, hang on. Oh, my extra table over, and you might see over my shoulder, if I tilt the camera, I've got a whole heap of kits there. So I've got quite a bit to share with you today, and then we're going to make one of the brand new kits that has just released a couple of weeks ago, which I haven't opened yet. So we're going to make one of the new ones. Hence me wearing bright colors today, wearing my retro sort of earrings, my retro brooch today, because we're going to be doing one of the kits that is very retro inspired. So I thought that I would dress the part today with all of my retro bits, and yeah, and we will have some fun. But it's always good to wear bright colors too, isn't it? So does anyone else like wearing bright colors, bright cheery colors? Some days I feel like we just need that to put a bit of brightness into the day. But yeah, you had a busy week which ran into the weekend, Leslie. Oh, sounds very tiring. I hope you're able to fit in a little bit of relaxation, or perhaps not over last week, but hopefully this week you'll be able to slip in a little bit of R&R time for yourself as well, so that you can catch your breath. Sometimes weeks are like that, aren't they? They're just full on all week, all weekend. I have to say, I got to last night, and when I'm saying goodnight to my husband, I was saying, oh my goodness, I can't believe the weekend is gone already. Like, where did that weekend go? They just go so quick. I feel like, don't you feel like sometimes we need a 2-day week and a 5-day weekend? Wouldn't that be lovely? So yeah, I work a lot of weekends anyway, so to me every day pretty much is the same, except Sundays. I do try to take my Sundays off, but yeah. But I know it's yeah, everyone is different, and yeah, so life is busy. All right, well, how about we jump in to what I have to share with you today. We're going to talk about kits today, because we all know Christmas is coming, and I know that some people don't celebrate Christmas, but I know that many do. And a lot of times I find as time goes on, it's harder to buy gifts, especially for adults. And I found, especially as even my adult children, as they've gotten older, it's like, well, what do you buy them? Because they already have everything that they need, or you know, they're all working, so they just go and buy what they want when they want it, when they need it, whatever. And I find that is the same case with a lot of adults. So if you've got family members or good friends that you buy for, and you're scratching your head thinking, what can I get them? Then kits could be, the Stampin' Up kits could be the answer, because they don't have to be crafters to use one of the kits, because they're all inclusive. There's all different types and styles, and various different levels of kits, and they're great for anyone, and they come with full instructions and everything, so they make really fantastic gifts for people. So even if they've never crafted before. So I thought, you know what, we're going to have a look at some kits today, and I'll show you a few that are available at the moment. Now there's lots and lots of kits that are available at the moment, and actually if I go there and have a look just to see what we've got, last time I looked there were a couple that were currently unavailable, and I'm just having a look there now to see. Okay, so there are still a couple that are unavailable, but there's still a lot that are still available. Okay, so and I'm crafting with one of the brand new ones today. So all of the kits, they have varying numbers of projects in the kits, but if you go to the online store and go to kits collection, you'll see them all there. And if you click on the actual kit that you're looking at, it'll come up with all of the details there. It tells you what's in the kit, how many cards each of the kit makes. All of the card kits come with envelopes as well, so you don't need to worry about trying to, you know, match envelopes or whatever. They come with beautifully coordinated envelopes, a lot of which are printed and decorated and everything already for you, so they look pretty. Yeah, so it ranges from between 8 and 12 projects per kit, depending on which kit that you choose. There's a couple of choose your own adventure type kits as well, which is great. So there's some guided ones that have all the instructions there for you for each of the projects. and then you've got your choose your own adventure type ones where there's lots of different pieces and you can put it together however you like. But of course you can do that with any of the kits as well, and you can change them up, you can edit them, you can add to them, you can use additional card stock, and then cut down the card bases to make like extra designer series paper and make them go further. So there's so many different things that you can do. So I'm going to show a few of those with you today, and then we're going to make one of the brand new ones as well. Okay. Leslie said, I've never been a kit person, but lately I'm so enjoying the kits. That's great to hear, Leslie. I was a bit the same too. I wasn't really using kits a whole heap, mainly just to show my customers, but now I find I'm using them a lot more, and yeah, really enjoying them. And the ones that are coming out now are so beautiful. I think the kits have come a long way since they first started to bring them here to Australia. I think they've really come a long way, and they're beautiful now, and there's such a variety as well, isn't there? All right, let's have a look at some of those. I'm going to tip the camera down onto my desk. Hi Kay, how are you? Lovely to have you with us today. I'm going to tip the camera down onto my desktop so that we can have a look at them down on the desk, because if I just hold the projects up, you're going to see them all back to front because the camera is in reverse. Before I do that though, let me put all of my links here in the comments. Oh, I know what. You know what? I forgot. I have got a class coming up with kits. It's called Cards and Cookies. And you know what? I printed my promo and I forgot to pull it off the printer. Will you excuse me 2 seconds and I'll grab it off the printer so that I can show you. Wait, just hold there. 2 seconds. Wait a minute. I'll go get it. Here I was thinking I was so organized today, and I had them printed. Thankfully, I'd already printed them. I had them printed, ready to go and everything. And then at the last minute, I forgot to pull them off the printer. And actually, you know what? It matches my shirt today. Look at the color. I didn't even realize. So I've got a class coming up. It's called my Cards and Cookies class. It is based around the kits collections. It's going to be a Saturday morning class for 2 hours on Saturday the 6th of December from 10 a.m. It's $45 per person, and then you have the opportunity of, so that will include a kit, whichever kit you choose. I've got a whole heap of, a big variety of the different kits here in my studio. You can choose one of those. And then if you want to purchase any additional kits, the additional kits are $35 each. So you can purchase additional kits when you're here as well if you choose. So you get to have the entire kit all to yourself. If you don't get all the projects completed in it, not a problem. You just pack it all back up in the box and you take the rest home with you and complete it at home. So the registrations are going to close on the 29th of November. So you've got a bit of time. And you can register on my website, which is mandywitherby.stampinup.net, and I'm going to put all of the links in the comments there. So they're just, you'll see a little snippet of some of the kits that we have on offer, but we've got, I just got some new ones in as well. Can't remember how many different ones we've got now. Is it 13, 14, 15? Somewhere around there, different kits that we have available at the moment. So I'm going to pop that link down in the comments, and then I'll put all of my other links down there too. So let me grab that. Yeah, I've lost track of how many we've got now in our inventory. Amber would know because she manages the inventory list for that. So, and I have to say I did look at it briefly the other day, and now I can't even remember. Oh, I did take photos, but yeah, anyway, it's a lot. There's a lot there to choose from, and I've got multiples of most of the kits as well. So All right, now I'm looking for my other, oh, here we go. This is it here. All right, now that class is already open for registration, the cards and cookies kit. It's open, 13 different kits to choose from. Thank you, Amber. That's how many I have in my stash. There are more in the online store. As I said, some of them are out of stock at the moment. I don't have every single kit that is in the online store, but I've got a good chunk of them here available. So yeah, and as I said, I've got multiples of a lot of those. So yeah, feel free to come along. It's a lot of fun. Whether or not you've crafted before or not, you're welcome to come. If you are a seasoned crafter, an avid crafter, feel free to still come along and just enjoy some crafting time with friends. Sometimes it's really good just to sit and not have to think too hard about what you're going to create, and you can just follow the instructions and create some beautiful cards and just enjoy the experience, enjoy the creativity with others who also enjoy creating. But if you are new, or you have a friend who is new, or a friend that you'd like to introduce, invite them to come along. We'd love to have new people come along. Always happy to welcome new people to my classes. All right, well, let's get ready. Let's tip the camera down, and we will get started. I'll show you all of those beautiful things that I've got to show you, and then we're going to make one of the new kits. All right, bear with me, and I'll just get the camera ready. Here we go. Okay. Let's get this straightened up. Hang on 2 secs. That's looking a bit better. All right, let's do a flippity flip and a zoomy zoom. Oh, we're a bit crooked though. Straighten that up. Get some light down on the subject. And there we go. Go just a little bit tipped that way. Is that a bit better? Get it right in a minute. There we go. Okay. All right, so any of these kits that you're looking for, you can find in my online store. I might need to zoom in a little bit more still. I feel like we're going to be a little bit far away still. If I put that there, let's see. That'll give me a little bit of a guide as to the distance away, but I feel like I'm zoomed out a little bit too much. Yep, I am. All right, let me zoom in a bit. Is that better? That might be a little bit better. Okay. All right. Cookies and cards class coming up. But if you can't get to my classes, then these kits are in the online store. Now, of course, with my cards and cookies, everyone will be working on different kits because it depends on which one you choose. I'm here to help you as you need help with your kits, and to, give tips and ideas and suggestions and things like that. But if you can't get to my classes and you would like to create at home, then you can purchase these kits in the online store, okay? And you can find the online store either through my website, mandywitherby.stampinup.net, or via my blog, mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com. All right, now this one is one that I was creating on the weekend. This is one I've been wanting to create for a while. It's very beautiful, very subtle, but when you look at the images, both on the website and on the flyer, you can't actually tell how beautiful these projects actually are. So these ones I was making over Saturday night, and then I finished them off yesterday. So it's the Brighten Your Day kit. When you get the kits, you get everything you need packaged up in the box. They all come in one of these brown boxes, which is great to keep everything together. So if you're somebody who doesn't have a lot of space to store your craft, this is also a great way to go, is with kits. Or if you know of somebody else who doesn't have a lot of space to store craft items, perhaps they live in an apartment, or you know, they have children and they don't have a lot of space for themselves, then these kits are great because you can store everything just in the box. So each kit comes with full instructions. It shows you all of the products in the kit on the back. There's some added QR codes there. If you're new to kits or new to crafting, you can go to those QR codes. It tells you all the components in your kits on the back. For each of the projects, except for the Choose Your Own Adventure type ones, it'll show you each of the projects and each of the items from the kit that you need for each of those projects. And then it shows you step by step in picture form how to put them together. Okay, you've got a ruler along the side edge there of your instruction sheet, both in centimetres and in inches. So they are universal and very easy to follow the picture instructions. Okay, now this Brighten Your Day kit, I will show you. This one actually came with tissue paper between some of the elements in here because they had very detailed laser cut images that you adhere to the card. Now what you can't probably tell on camera is that, and I feel like this camera is tilted a little bit funny. Hang on, is it or is it straight? Is it straight? Not sure. Let me know if the angle looks a bit weird. I'll move that to the side. These are really beautiful, and they pop out of a sheet. Let's see if I've got still got the sheets in here. So they came on a sheet like that, and you pop them out, and there's the two different ones there. So you get a sheet for each of those, and then you adhere them to the card, but the card base is like linen paper, like it's thick cardstock, but it's textured, and you probably can't even see that on camera, but it's beautifully textured. And the way that they've coloured it is like it's been ink distressed, but I actually didn't do that ink distressing myself. That was already done for me. The sentiments in this one look like they've been stamped, but they were pre-done. I didn't even have to stamp them. All I had to do was adhere the laser cut image, add the twine, and adhere the label with Stampin' Dimensionals, which came in the kit as well. But isn't that just a beautiful, stunning card? And the way that the sentiment looks like it's been hand stamped, I love that as well. So this kit had 9 cards in it. I've just got 8 here because I've got 3 out on display, one of each of them. This is the next design. So again, really beautiful, really delicate. I love the sentiments in these. Hoping this brightens your day. Like, these are printed front and back. And this is what I was saying, is if you have additional cardstock at home and you want to step these up, or you want to make your kit go further, you could actually cut this in half, and then you've got 2 card fronts, adhere them onto some other cardstock. You might even want to cut pieces of this out and make this go across 2 cards. You could do that if you sort of cut it around about here. You'd have that portion down here, and then you'd have that portion there. I should have done that. I should have thought to do that, but I didn't, because I just wanted to put together the kit. The inside is white, so you can write your sentiment in there. As you can see, I've popped my stamp on the back there. But really, really pretty card kit. And as I said, I really wanted to make this one up because you can't tell in the kit, in the photographs, looking at it, how beautiful it actually is. Hey Dimity, how are you? Great to have you here. I love this one with the little birds. Again, you could make this into 2. You could cut it here where the branches meet and cut this, trim this here, and you could have one bird on a branch, and you can have the other bird on a branch, and you could cut that up and make that into 2 extra cards. You could probably do the same with the ferns. depending on how you cut that, but you can probably piece that apart and make that go further as well. So you can do a lot more with these kits. If you're a new crafter, just make them up exactly as they are. If you are an avid crafter, make them go further, make them do more. You can add some bling to them if you wanted to. Totally up to you. These are the beautiful envelopes. Look at these. Aren't they stunning? Really beautiful envelopes that go with this kit. And of course the sentiments, they do come in English, French, German and Dutch. So I've kept these because I have a Dutch friend and I often give her my sentiments, and she uses the Dutch sentiments on her cards. So there you go. But what you can do too with these labels, if you don't have anybody else to pass them on to, don't throw these extra ones out. You can still use them. Just turn them over and you've got a lovely pre-cut label, and you can stamp your sentiment on the back. Okay, so they are still useful. So don't throw those out. And even this tissue paper, that's useful as well. You can use that for packaging gifts. I'm using it at the moment to just protect my cards because they've got these delicate laser cuts on the front. Now the kits all come with their own adhesive as well. Sometimes I like to use my own adhesive too, because I've got, you know, everyone has their preferred adhesives. So there we go. So yeah, but if you've got and for that kit, the adhesives were there, so I didn't really need anything else. The only additional thing that you would need is a pair of scissors, because you just need to cut the twine. So just a pair of paper snips, or, you know, any type of scissors, and there you go. You're all ready to rock and roll. Kits are also great for traveling. If you go on holidays and things like that, and we've got Christmas holidays coming up, so yeah. All right, now I'm going to run quickly through a few other kits that I have created as well that are out on display in my studio. So this is the So Much to Celebrate kit. This is another one that is not a stamping kit. Everything is pre-done for you. And look at these cute little lady beetles. Aren't they adorable? They're so cute. They're like little puffy stickers. They're really, really cute. So I've got this one all popped up on dimensionals. So that's nicely raised. Really beautiful kit. This one, I just shaped these a little bit and just stuck those ones down flat over a pre-printed card. And again, we've got the little lady beetles. And then this one I've got popped up there. And this one's got beautiful gold tones on it, which you might see there in the light, as does, oh, actually they all do. They've all got gold. I thought that one didn't have, but it has. I can see it in the light now. And this one has gold in it as well. So that one's a really beautiful one. That is the So Much to Celebrate kit. Okay. We've got a lot of graduations at the moment too, with kids finishing school and probably finishing uni and graduating from uni soon and things like that. So these would be great for congratulations cards, even for congratulations for pregnancies or baby cards, things like that. So yeah, you could use them for things like that. Okay, so that's that one. That's that one. We've got, yeah, Amber has just said kits would be perfect. Kits would have been perfect when I was a teenager, as had sleepover crafting birthday parties. Yes, my girls did when they were teenagers. Them and their friends used to love crafting together, and they would have parties. They'd have sleepover craft parties, and the girls used to love doing craft activities, and we'd always pull out the card making and stuff, and kits would have been perfect. So yeah, so if you've got tweens, teens, yeah, kits would be great for them, for their parties. You could grab a couple, split them up between the kids. They don't each need to have their own full kit, of course. And yeah, that would be perfect. So yeah, consider that as well. Great idea, Amber. All right, this one is the Road to Christmas kit. This one has 2 designs. I did make this one on a Facebook Live a few weeks ago, you might remember. Really, really cute with the little puppy dogs. And we've got the Christmas tree farm here. And we've got the Christmas tree in the back with the presents. We've got presents in this one as well. That's a really cute one as well. And I did change these up a little bit. I made each one a little bit different to the instructions. Still using the pieces that are in the kit, but used them in different ways. They also come with beautifully printed envelopes, which have the trees on the front. They've got the plaid on the inside. I didn't pull out the envelopes to bring with me, actually. And I think this one has 8... where is it? Yeah, I think it was 8. So it's the 2 designs and 4 of each design. So that's one of the Christmas ones. Whoops, that's out at the moment. Then we've got, what's this one here I've got? Oh yes, this is one of the bigger ones, the bigger Choose Your Own Adventure ones. Now, it has got, this is the Birthday Fancy Kit. It has got here in the instruction sheet, instructions for 3 projects, but this one has a lot of parts and pieces. So you can copy the 3 if you want to, but it's got a lot of parts and pieces to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards. So you've got 12 card bases, and then you've got all the little pieces, so you can make up the cards however you like. So here's a few that I've made. So there's that one, that one. They're really, really cute. That one, let me move the box over. That one, that one. And then I've got, and so you've got all the Stampin' Dimensionals. This one comes with a stamp set, which has got all sentiments on it. You've got labels. You've got, I'll move this over here. You've got all different labels. You've got sheets of all of the, sheets and sheets of all of the cakes and all the little elements, the little teacups. I've punched some out as well already. There's some little macarons, some little bowls of fruit, some little strawberries, all different sorts of things in that one. Then you get all of these labels, lots and lots of pieces. This one I've been playing with, as you can see, because it's a mess in here. More labels, more labels, 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 labels. You get all your adhesive, you get an ink spot, which is Lost Lagoon. You get some tear and tape as well. You get a block, so you get all of that in there too. And then you've got all of your card bases. So I've used up some of the card bases, but we've got some gold foiled spotty ones here. We've got some pale pink striped ones, which looks like petal pink. And then we've got some sort of balmy blue, or it could be cloud cover. I'm not sure what colours are in this one actually. What is it? Darling Duckling, Fresh Freesia, Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, Strawberry Slush and Gold. Well, this doesn't look like Lost Lagoon to me. It looks more like cloud cover. But anyway, there you go. Beautiful envelopes with the gold. All the envelopes are the same. They're all the same. And these are the pieces that I've either already used or that I've punched out. So I've kept the extra little cutouts. These make really good masks or stencils for using your blending brushes as well. So you keep those. And then you get a little sheet to keep with your stamps as well, with your sentiments. So that's, yeah, so this is a really good one if you are an avid crafter, because you can put these cards together however you like. You can really do your own thing with those. So, but if you don't want to take the time, you know, to think about that and come up with something, there are photographs of or images, I should say, of cards, 12 different cards on the front of the instruction sheet. So you could copy those if you wanted to as well. Okay, so pop all of this back in. And these go with it too. And all those beautiful, beautiful cards. Aren't they just so cute? They're really cute. I love all the little cakes and these ones under the cloche and yeah, all the little teacups and the doilies. Oh my goodness. As soon as I saw the doilies with this set, I loved them, and the macarons as well. So with this one, you stamp in your own sentiments with all of those labels. So that is the Birthday Fancy kit. So that one would make a great gift as well for an avid crafter. Or that would be a good one too to break up between several different people. So if you're crafting with friends, or as Amber suggested, if you've got a teenager sleepover party or something, that would be a good one, because there's lots and lots of pieces and you can just put them all out on the table and everybody can just pick up the pieces that they want to use for their projects. All right, now what's this one? I can't remember which other ones I pulled out now. Oh yeah, so this one is still in the box. This one I haven't created with yet, but it's one that's out on my display. And this is the Share a Smile kit. So this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different cards in there that you can create. Lots and lots of different pieces again. So again, you can change them up, change up the colours, mix and match if you want to. This one also too, I think, comes with a little box to store them in, I think, from memory. Let me just have a look on the website, because as I said, I haven't opened this one up yet. So let me just check to see what it says. Makes 8 cards, one each of 8 designs. Folded cards. Oh, hang on, here we go. It includes the step-by-step instructions, 8 printed note cards, card bases. So they are the slightly smaller ones, the note card size. 8 printed envelopes, 1 printed note card box. There you go, to store all your note cards in. Pre-cut paper pieces, includes printed and UV coated designs. So they've got like the shiny finish on them with the UV coating, and all your adhesives as well. So yes, so that one's got the little box in there to store them in too. So that one's a really great one as well. But yeah, I've got those available in my studio as well. That one is staying in the box. And then I've just got some printed, I don't have the full instructions here, but I've just got a few of the printed fronts of the instruction sheet that I have out on display. So this one is the bunch of thanks kits, and these ones are actually shaped like a flower pot with the flowers in them, which are really beautiful. So that one I think has 8 in it maybe. Oh, that's the one I just showed you. Then we've got the brightest birthday kit. This one's great for birthday cards, especially kids cards. Yeah, that one's really fantastic. That one's got 9 cards in the card kit, so you can kind of see them there. I know you can't see, it's not as good seeing them in pictures as actually seeing the projects, but I don't have these ones made up. And then here's another one, Maritime Moments. This one, a bit really hard to see in the picture, but this one is a stamping kit as well. So you stamp some of the images in the background, as well as I think your sentiments perhaps. And this one is great for masculine cards as well, or beachy sort of themed cards. Anyone that likes, you know, water sports and boating and things like that. So there's just a few for you. I've got other ones as well out on display in my studio, but I didn't bring all of them in. But that was just to give you a little snippet. But today we are going to crack open one of the brand new ones, which I'm very excited about. This is the Adventure Awaits kit. So let's take that out of the box. I'll leave the box over there to help me to sort everything out. All right, so let's open this one. I've been looking forward to doing this one. It's really cute. All right, so take the plastic off the packaging. Now this one is a non-stamping kit, okay? So this one you don't need to have any stamping experience. And I know even some card makers that don't do stamping, they don't enjoy stamping, so they do other techniques to create their cards. You always have a backing board there in your box. And your instructions are always on the back of that backing box or underneath it. Okay, so make sure you do find your instructions in there. This helps to strengthen the box, but also too, you can use that to stamp on. So if you are traveling and things like that and you're using a stamping kit, you can have that underneath you to stamp on, so you don't need additional grid paper or anything like that. You can just use that to stamp on, or to have underneath your projects as you're stamping on them, is what I should say. All right, let's see what we have. We've got our instructions. It shows us on the back all of the components there in our kit. This one's actually got a lot of components in the kit. And this one makes 9 cards. Tells me here it makes 9 cards. We've got 3 designs, 1, 2, 3. So it shows us all the pieces that we need for each design, and then it gives us our instructions there for each of the projects. Okay, so we'll keep that page open. We've got our envelopes. We've got some extra pieces in there too, in the envelopes, in between the envelopes. Oops. Okay, so it's got them all grouped, I think. So 3 different styles of envelopes, all pre-printed, really cute. I'll pop those back in the box for the moment. We've got 3 designs of these cutouts. So we've got like a cityscape one here. We've got a beach scape here. And then we've got a mountainscape here. So that's the 3 designs. We've got our card bases and we've got our sentiments. So this is 1 card base. So let's pull out one of those. This is our second. I love all the retro designs on these. Aren't they fun? So let's pull one of those out as well. And we've got multiples in here. So there's 3 of each. Oh, we've got some vellum pieces. I'm excited about the vellum pieces. And I knew this one had vellum in it because I've seen this one demonstrated. We've got this card base as well. We've got our adhesives and our Stampin' Dimensionals. So we'll pop those to the side. And then we've got all of our printed little sheets. Now let's just see. Okay, so there's 3 of these sheets. So this is for each of the projects. So I'll put the other 2 away because we're only going to make 1 of each today. We're not making the whole kit. So we've got each of the little cars. We've got some trees. We've got the luggage. We've got a surfboard and some balloons. And these are all of our sentiments. Again, in French, English, French, German, or is it just English, French, and German with this one? I'm not sure if there's Dutch as well. I think there's just the 3 in this one, English, French, and German. Actually, it probably tells me on the, does it tell me on here? Yeah, English, French, German, oh, and Dutch, I think, as well. Let's see, does it tell me here? Doesn't actually say there what languages it's in, but I'm pretty sure that's the 3 other languages aside from English. So, all right, so we've got 3 sheets of the sentiments, so I will set aside 2 and we'll pull apart 1. All right, let's find them. We've got enjoy the journey. So just pop these out. Enjoy the journey and let the adventure begin. Now with this kit, if you are a stamper already and you don't want to use the sentiments that are in this kit, you can create your own sentiments just on strips of cardstock and just add whichever sentiment you want with these, okay? There's another one here, cruising to another year. That's a fourth sentiment. Oh, okay, so there's 2 sentiments for one of the cards. Okay, gotcha. All right, and then the other ones are in the other languages. Okay, so let's work out what we need for each of the cards. So I will fold the card bases, and I'm just going to use my bone folder to burnish. Yes, there is 4 English sentiments for 3 different cards. I think one of the sentiments actually has, oh sorry, one of the cards might have 2 sentiments on it. No, I think you can just mix and match them. Yeah, just double checking. Yeah, no, I think you can just mix and match them. So that's really good. I like that. I like that. That's great. All right. So fold this last one. So the card base is already scored for you. All you need to do is fold them. But I like to use my bone folder just to go over that folded edge, just to help that card to sit down nicely. Now, I think the images are the same on both sides, so it doesn't matter which side you use. All right. Now, let's lay out each of the cards and we will these. We'll organize all of these. Okay, so this one goes with that one. This one goes with that one. And this one goes with that one. And then we've got our sentiments, so we can choose whichever sentiment. So I'm just going to lay the sentiments over here to the side, and then we can choose which ones we want to use. We'll pop out all of the little cars. So that one goes with that one. And we've got our trees as well. Tree goes with that one. That tree's with that one. Oh, balloons are falling out, so let's do the balloons. Pop out the little, I love the little mini. How cute is the little mini? So when I was a kid, my dad had a mini, but the mini that he had was a, what do you call it? Like a wagon, like the back of it didn't have seats. It had just the front seats in the front, and the back was like almost like an enclosed ute, I suppose. I'm just trying to think what you call it. But anyway, yeah, so my dad had one, and I remember he used to, and I'm remembering from when I was very little, because my dad passed away when I was only 6. So I'm remembering very early memories of my dad with the mini. I remember him coming home with all this stuff in the back of the mini from his work. So we never rode in the back of the mini because, you know, you couldn't really, there were no seats, so you couldn't. All right, so we've got all our little pieces. Now, the surfboard is going with the mini, and we've got a suitcase here, which is going with this one and those ones, and these ones with these ones, and these ones with these ones. Okay, so that's all of our pieces. Now we've got our vellum pieces too though. Now our vellum pieces are going to go behind each of the cars because they're going to form the windows, but you've got a whole outline of a whole outline of the car to stick behind it. So then you get like those frosted, see how it's now got frosted windows? Isn't that cool? Amber just said, oh, I know exactly who to make the beach one for with cruising to another year. Ah, okay. You have to fill me in later, Amber. All right, so let's take, oh, we've got a couple of sheets. We've got a couple on this one here. We've got a couple of each of the cars on this sheet. So, yeah, so we'll leave those ones on there for later. Just checking. Yep, so we've got another set of those there as well. Okay, there must have been another sheet of the vellum somewhere that I missed too. It must have been 2 sheets. Just make sure these are single and not doubled. Oh, because I've picked out 2 of the same one. That's why. I was thinking, hang on, that doesn't make sense. That one, that one. Oh, this one doesn't have them. That's right, because this is open top. It's only these 2 cars that have the vellum windows, because this one doesn't have a top, so it doesn't need windows because the windows are already down. All right, which one shall we start with? I really want to start with the mini. Let's start with the mini. All right, so now we'll go to our sheet. Well, in fact, it shows you card number 1 is the one with the ute, or truck as they call them in America. 2 is the one with the open top Cadillac. I think it's a Cadillac. It looks like a Cadillac to me. And 3 is the mini. But guess what? We're going to start with number 3 because I love the mini. It's just, minis bring back, yeah, lovely childhood memories for me of my dad. So my dad's mini was actually white. Well, white or cream, a light color anyway. Wasn't dark like these ones. All right, so in the instructions, it's going to show us where you see a little hexagon like this, that is the Stampin' Dimensionals, okay? And where you see little dots like that, that is your glue dots, okay? So very easy to determine. Now I'm just going to have a look here in my adhesives up here. I've still got some leftover dimensionals from a previous kit, so I'm actually going to use those ones up first before digging into this one. I'm just going to double check first that they're the same height, because I always have lots of dimensionals left over, and I'm just going to check if they're the same height. Yes, they are, because sometimes some of the dimensionals in some of the kits are a little bit higher, but they're the same height. So I'm going to start with these ones that are from a previous kit first, use them up, and then I will crack open the new ones. Alrighty. What do I need? I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, so my handy dandy multi-purpose tool, to lift off my adhesives and place them on my project. I just find that easier than using my fingers. But if you don't have a Take a Pick tool, you can of course use your fingers to do this. Okay, and then that's going to be adhered down. So I'm just going to remove the backing paper off those dimensionals. Oops. Okay, and I'm going to pop this down on our card so it's going sort of centered. All right, so let's work out roughly where the center is. I don't think it matters too much, just so long as we get it as straight as we can. There we go. And then the palm tree is going to go on. The palm tree. All right, now the palm tree, it's telling me to use the little glue dots. Let's go with it for this one. I do usually prefer to use my liquid glue, but I'll follow the instructions so that I can show all of you if you haven't seen how to put together these kits before. You've got lots and lots of adhesive on this one. Now down the bottom here, it's saying to put one of the glue dots down there. You'll notice that the glue dot is a little bit, look at my rings all twisting. The glue dot is a bit wider than the tree trunk, so I'm going to show you what to do with that. So we're going to lift off the backing paper from these glue dots. There we go. And we'll take that one off. I'll just do that one with my nails. Now, where you see it going over the edge, what you can actually do is just fold it back up on itself. Okay, it's going over the edge a bit down here too, so that you don't have any adhesive sticking out beyond the image itself that you're adhering, because otherwise it's going to leave it sticky and it might adhere to your envelope, and you don't want that. So just poking in those little bits too. Okay, and then that's being adhered down here like that. Cute. All right, and now we've got to construct our car. All right, so we are turning our car over upside down, and we've got our adhesive, our vellum, and we're going to apply some of the adhesive to our vellum. Now you've got to make sure that you apply it where it shows you in the instructions, because you don't want it showing through the window, okay? So make sure you do put it where it's showing you on the instructions. And up here we want it just above the wheel arches and in the center. There, like that, okay? Now I'm thinking, let's just see. Okay, so that probably needs to go up a little bit higher. I'm going to see if I can lift that up and put it right up in the corner there. Oops, it didn't come off, so I'm just going to roll that off. Roll that off and put it right up in this corner, like that. And then just check, I just line that up and check to see, yep, that's going to be pretty good. Look, I can even put one, I can put another one here, about here. Yep, okay. And then we'll take the backings off. So sometimes people have seen these before in the past, and because the glue dots, they have a little bit of printing on them, on some of them, people have thought they're actually embellishments, but they're not. They are your adhesive that comes in your kit. All right, and then we're going to adhere that over like that. Just line that up. And there's our little car with its little windows. Isn't that cute? All right, and then we are going to next adhere our surfboard. So turning our surfboard over, we're going to turn our thingies over, our luggage. That's what it is, luggage. I was thinking, what is that called? It's luggage. Okay, so we're going to put some glue dots on our surfboard. Just line the luggage up first so that it's sort of sitting about the middle. And oh yeah, I forgot to put the glue dot on the bottom of the luggage. Got to put a glue dot on there. Glue dot on the luggage. I nearly missed that step. It's a tiny little step just here. Okay, little glue dot at the bottom of the luggage, the blue part where it dips down there. Turn that over and adhere that to the surfboard. That makes sense now. Okay. So I was like, wait, how is that going to adhere? And then a glue dot either side of that. And then it's saying a dimensional behind the luggage. Okay. And then take these off. Turn it over, adhere it. No, that won't work. Oh yeah, it goes this way. That way. That's right. So then the car, you've got to line the car up with the luggage. That's it. So it sits at the top of the car like that. In fact, I've probably got that a bit low. Let's just put that there. That's better. Better positioned. Okay. And then we're going to put some Stampin' Dimensionals on the base of the car down here. Okay, take those backings off. Put the car on here. And then we've got our sentiment, enjoy the journey. Well, we've got enjoy the journey, cruising to another year, driving by to say hello, or let the adventure begin. So, which one do we want to... This one has balloons, so I feel like that one needs to have cruising to another year, and I feel like this is more of a cruising sort of car, so I might put that one with that one. And then driving by to say hello, or enjoy the journey, or let the adventure begin. Enjoy the journey. This one does say enjoy the journey. Yeah, I think I'll use that one. I do like that one. All right, so we'll put our glue dots on here again. Oops, where did that one go just now? I lost that one. Oh, it's still on my take a pic tool. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. So those of you who have been using the kits, which have been your favourite kits lately that you've been creating with? Let me know in the comments what you've been enjoying creating with. There we go. So there's our first little car. Isn't that cute? Love that. Love the beachy scene. We've got a little seagull there as well. Love that. That's so cute. All right, let's do this one next. I think we're working in reverse, are we? Which one is this one? Oh, no, this is the first one. No, this is the second one. All right, so move those back over. So all our little pieces. Now this one doesn't have the windows, doesn't have the vellum. So we'll do all of our dimensionals on this piece. Has anybody got any stories about vintage cars? Has anybody been in vintage cars? Or I actually went just thinking about the old ute here in this one, the Rusty Holden. Well, this one isn't a Rusty Holden ute, but you know how in Australia, you know, we often talk about Rusty Holden ute, and there's a Rusty Holden ute in some songs, some Aussie songs. I went earlier this year. I went out to lunch at a place out at where was it? Mulgoa. And out there, there was an old rusty Holden ute in the gardens of the place where we went. It was really cool. It was set up where, you know, you can have photos there and stuff. It was really cool. I'm just going to put an extra one in the middle as well. Yeah, but I feel like my uncles had utes, always had utes, because they were on the they worked on the fruit blocks, or they owned fruit blocks, and I feel like they had utes as well. Pretty sure I rode in the back of a ute a few times down on the out in the country, way back when you could. Nowadays it's not legal to do that, so you wouldn't be wanting to do it these days. Always have to be using seat belts, and you wouldn't want to these days anyway. There's too many crazy people out on the roads. Gotta be safe. All right, so I've got our little luggage here. So we're going to look. If you wanted to make these cards without the luggage as well, I'm sure that you could certainly do that too. You wouldn't have to necessarily use the luggage pieces if you didn't want to. There we go. So we just adhere that to the back there, and then we'll flip that over, and we're going to add all of our dimensionals. Now, did this one have the balloons, or are the balloons an extra piece? Oh, the balloons are an extra piece, I believe. So let's have a look back here. Ah, yes. Okay, so you can use the luggage, or you can use the balloons. So you could do that with any of these, actually. Is there more than one set of balloons? Let's have a look. Let's see. Yep, there are. There's 3 sets of balloons. So you can change it up. So how about if we make this one with balloons this time instead of... I might take that back off. Can I get that back off? Give it a wiggle. I pressed it on pretty hard. And I might have the balloons coming out of this one this time. You know what? I'm going to use my glue this time. And let's have some balloons coming out of this one this time, out of the back of the car. There we go. That will be cute. And we can save this luggage. I can probably just roll off that adhesive, and we can save that luggage. And let's put some dimensionals. Go back to my picture. Where's my picture? I just want to make sure that I don't miss a step on this one. All right, we're going to put a dimensional up here behind the balloons, and then behind the car as well. There we go. We have one of our neighbours nearby actually has a an old vintage car. He's into vintage cars, and he has a vintage car. Every so often we see him out driving in it. All right, I'm going to add cruising to another year on this one. I might use my glue again this time, just to make it a bit quicker. Whoop. Oh, Leslie's loving Maritime Moments and The Road to Christmas at the moment. Fantastic. Both beautiful kits. Yeah. Yeah, I just got the Maritime Moments actually after you mentioned that one to me recently, Leslie. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Cruising to another year. Love that with the little balloons. So cute. All right, so that's number 2. And then number 3, well, actually, this is number 1. We did them out of order. Yeah, and the Road to Christmas one. That's a beautiful Christmas one. That's got the rusty Holden utes. Literally, hasn't it? These ones. Look at these old utes, especially this one. That's a really old one. It's a really beautiful kit, that one. Some people are so creative with these kits as well. Like they change them up and they do different things with them. And I think, oh my goodness, why did I not think of that? Some people are just very, very clever with their kits. If you haven't tried kits before, I can highly recommend them and suggest that you just buy one and give it a go. See what you think if you haven't ever tried them before. Choose one that speaks to you when you look at them in the online store. There's lots of beautiful ones there, and choose one that you know really you really like the look of. And give it a go and just see what you think. There's also in the kits range, in the kits collection range, there's also some project kits as well that are different types of projects. There's home decor ones. There is a scrapbooking one as well that's in there. There's a beautiful one at the moment that has a wreath, so it's more of a autumn sort of type wreath, but if you like wreaths and home decor pieces like that, that one might be one that you like. There we go. So we'll add our little tree there, little pine tree, and let's turn our car over and we'll pop our vellum. Yeah, I'm going to just do a strip of liquid glue across there. She could do a bit down there too, just to hold that on. Oops. Just using the liquid glue this time instead of the glue dots, just to make it a bit quicker for myself. There we go. And then we want to add, we've got two little luggages. This time we've got a little suitcase and we've got some luggage pieces. So I'm going to, oh, that's going to make that cool actually, that liquid glue. That's always a bit of a thing with liquid glue. Sometimes it does make vellum curl. And as I was doing that, I was thinking, oh, is it going to make it curl? So I'm just going to add a few little dabs up the top there just to hold that vellum there, because that's wanting to curl back towards where I put that adhesive down there. Dry adhesive is always better on vellum, but I was not being lazy, but I was just trying to be quicker. There we go. That'll hold that well. Okay, now we've got to put the all the parcels in the back. So I'm actually going to turn mine over. I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive at the bottom there and just tuck them in there like that. And then I'll do the same with this one. Tuck that one in there. Just when you're doing these, make sure that you do have that little suitcase inside the tray of the ute, because otherwise that would look a bit weird if it was sticking out the back of the ute. It would look like it was going to fall off. All right, so they're all attached. And now we'll add our dimensionals. I'm using up some of these dimensional bits and pieces that I had left over, so I'm just going to use some of the scrappy bits, because you know you want to use all the extra little bits and pieces. You don't want to waste any. There we go. Just don't put anywhere the windows are, obviously, because you want them to remain opaque. And then we're going to pop our little Ute down here. And then we've got either driving by to say hello, or we've got let the adventure begin. So you can choose which one you would like. I think I like let the adventure begin. Or driving by to say hello. No, I think I'll use this one. I think this one kind of goes more with the luggage. If you didn't want to add the luggage to the back of the ute, if you wanted it to be more generic for other occasions, you could just leave the luggage out and then just use whichever sentiment you like. Or as I said, you could add your own sentiment. You could do a happy birthday sentiment and use it as a masculine card. You might just want to put a generic sentiment on there that you could use for lots of different occasions. Totally up to you. Now you can place this in the middle, or you can place it off to the side. I'm going to pop it over to the side here. There we go. So there are 3 little cards, and I love that we were given the options with those extra pieces, the extra balloons. So you've got extra luggage, extra balloons, and extra sentiment. So we've still got this sentiment and this luggage. And as I said, you could have left out the luggage of any of those. And even with this one, you could just leave the surfboard on the top and just leave the luggage off. And just have the surfboard on the top so that it's like a beachy, you know, beachy card. Whoops. So I'll keep those extra little pieces. So how cute is that? It's a really cute little sweet, I was going to say kit, that one. So that's the Adventure Awaits kit, if you're looking for that one. So definitely check that out. That's one of the new ones that came out in November. So it's a very, very new one, that one. But isn't it just so cute? Yeah, and you could really change those up however you like. You can interchange the cars as well, because the colours all coordinate together. You could interchange the cars into the different, I think the mini really goes with the beachy ones though. But you could change these other ones up if you wanted to. Yeah, so many different things you could do with them. So really cute. I love that. So I hope you enjoyed that too. All right, I'm going to quickly tip the camera back up. But remember too that I do have my cards and cookies coming up. I do have some more of these kits available here in the studio. You love this kit too, Leslie? Yeah, it's a great one, isn't it? Yeah, it's really cute. So remember, if you want to come to my cards and cookies, I have some more of these kits available. If you want to come along and choose this kit, I do have this one available, as well as lots and lots of other ones as well. So make sure that you register by the 29th of November. The registration link is in the comments. I'll also be advertising the class, and I'll send out an email about it as well in the next couple of days so that people can register. If you're on my newsletter list, you'll get, and you're here in Australia, you'll get email notification of that. But if you would like to subscribe to my newsletter, go to my blog, mandyspapercraftcreations.blogspot.com, and click on the subscribe button. You'll probably get a pop-up on the screen. If you don't see the pop-up, then at the top on the right-hand side, there's a subscribe to my newsletter button. You can just click on that. All right. All right, so let me just tip the camera back up. Here we go. Oh, I did that up so tight, I could hardly get that undone again. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. All right. I hope you really enjoyed that. I hope you liked seeing some of those kits. As I said, lots to choose from. And this is one of the new ones. But very, very cute cards. Hard to hold them up all together, actually. I'll show you one at a time up close. You're going to see them back to front, though. But look how cute that is. And see the little seagull here? Really cute. I love this one with the beach. This reminds me of my sister used to live like right across the road from the beach, and that's what this one reminds me of, although she didn't have palm trees, but you know. Cute. Actually, she did have palm trees in her front yard. She did have palm trees. Yeah, in her front yard. I forgot. And they've gotten really big now. She doesn't live there anymore. Now she lives up in Queensland, but yeah. Are they really cute? And she's still near the beach, actually. She lives at Surfers Paradise, so she's right there near the beach. All right. Well, I hope you all have a great week. I hope you get some crafting in there somewhere as well. And don't you think now that my brooch really matches? Like it's sort of very retro looking, and yeah. So this one goes really well with this one. My brooch goes really well, I think, with this card, because it sort of looks like, you know, summer, having a nice drink of lemonade or punch or some sort of, you know, summer drink. Yeah, I think it goes really cute with that. All right. Well, I hope you have a great week, everyone. I will let you all go. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate your company. Let me know if there's anything that I can help you with, or if you've got any questions about kits or about my classes or about any other Stampin' Up related question. Please feel free to get in contact with me. I'm happy to help you. And if you would like catalogs, then please get in contact with me if you're here in Australia and you don't already have a demonstrator that you're working with. Let me know. We've got some new catalogs coming up soon as well. Well, a new mini catalog coming up soon in January. So I will have my hands on those very, very soon, because as demonstrators, we're able to start ordering from that new catalog, I think next week or this week, later this week. Oh, actually, it might be tomorrow. Might be, is it the 18th tomorrow? I think tomorrow might be the day that we can start ordering from that. Anyway, yeah, let me know if you'd like a new catalogue, and I hope you get some crafting in this week. So have a great week, everyone. I look forward to seeing you all again next Monday at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. And as I always say, happy crafting. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.